Come up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned him, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second and 7. First carry now for Justice Hill. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening. opening quarter of the ball game. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Tucker now to add the point after. Now Lamar changing the look. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Cowboys nothing.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Prescott looks to throw on first. There again is Cooks, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Prescott from the gun on third. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Three straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Prescott from the gun. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 49 yards. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. But let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick-6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Prescott on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To the air again, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Here's Jackson to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go play action with Jackson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Loose inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there as the half is winding down, and the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now Lamar changing the play. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Cowboys nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking the ball.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now Jackson on second down. It's caught by OBJ. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 8 now. To throw is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Lamar changing the look. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taking it about the 16. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept.
There he goes, right side. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 76 yards. And the Cowboys are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Aubrey good with a PAT. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And now they'll audible to something else. Now Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
That's good for Baltimore. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson now. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Duvernay in motion. On 2nd down, Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this lane. Odell Beckham Jr. through the middle of the field. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, 75 yards. And the Ravens start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. We didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
1st down, Dallas.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Yeah, looks like they'll move things around here. Pollard gets it off the option. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
Prescott to throw it. And my goodness, another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. Still going inside the 20.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Dobbins is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Dobbins once more, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This one from 35 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a